User joined your channel. Channel switched. Channel switched.
This is the bug.
B, hello. Are you helping me train down here at Elk?
Yeah, I'm coming. I was just being a little trying to get the so I can drive all the way up, drive up there.
10-4. See, FIFR pulled up.
What? Wait, good.
FIFR pulled up into the training grounds.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay.
They also just raped my ears. Just a moment away, they'll be there in like 5 minutes. Less than 5.
10-4, yeah.
I'm running on foot, no other way.
User left your channel.
Joey, are you on foot? Who's on foot
Yeah,
right
I'm
now?
behind you.
Okay.
Tell him what, I'm on foot.
User disconnected from your channel. User in your channel timed out.
This is, nope.
Is this kid at 103? I'll be meditating for a quick minute.
I'm on freak.
Out of my control.
Hey, advise, can I assist you with training?
Yeah. This is, wait, who is this?
This is David
User left your
34. I
channel.
I was trying to see if earlier I assisted another same unit, and we did during the like driving portion. I assisted.
Are you the officer that I just talked to on the TS app?
No,
Think so?
no, that was me.
Oh,
Okay, well, I only need what... There's a situation going down with, obviously, the estates, okay? So, one of you needs to help them, okay? They need all the help they can get. Honestly, I can do this by myself, but I'm gonna have one trainer with me since I've never done day 4 before, okay? So, yeah, the guy that I talked on the TS app with, you stay with me. Whoever's left, I'm sorry, dude, but you need to help the rest of the officers.
yeah, 10-4.
All right. At this moment, if you're a cadet and you're not down here at the Elk City grounds, then you miss your chance to get trained. Okay, we're gonna get this done now. Now, everyone down to the road strip. Here, David unit, where are you?
I'm just like out like 10 mics out.
Okay, cadet running down here. Are you here yet?
I'm at Elk City Bridge.
Alright, David unit, are you able to pick up that cadet?
Your location?
Elk City Bridge. Here, David
107's
unit,
coming for him.
yeah, David unit, you come here to the training grounds, okay? Joey's going to pick up the cadet down at the bridge, okay? Now, is there any other people on this frequency? Alright, good. I believe it's only cadets we're training, correct?
10-4.
Alright, awesome.
User joined your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
This is Sam 22. I'm gonna get on 60 for a bit, okay?
10-4. Okay. Barrage.
You good?
Yeah, I will put the stupid tree in the middle of the freaking road.
See you, Brandon.
There.
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Oh, that gotta
User
work.
joined your channel.
1 second, I'm just gonna put a jerky in.
User joined your channel.
Thanks.
User left your channel.
I'll be 5 minutes out because I crashed into a tree.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
1199 just got initiated on by Kings.
Go quick.
Right here to the left.
User left your channel.
What's all over 90?
And the Moura, do you copy?
Yep, copy.
Do you want to talk about the goal in the United States?
User
Where?
left your
Could
channel.
you go pick me up at SD, just with the charger?
I'm already. Yeah, training grounds.
Pass. Ten four. You want to switch?
Here at the training grounds, okay?
Disregard.
Now, before you say anything on the radio, make sure to think about what you're going to say. That way you're not like,
If we get another 911 call on the Golden States, we're gonna be going checking it out. Okay.
What you're going to say, then say if you're pulling, say you're pulling over that white Crown Vic here, okay? You'll say your call sign, okay? So I'm Sam 22, so Sam 22. I'm doing a 1038. That's traffic stop on a then vehicle description. So white Crown Vic, all right, and then you give your location, which will be here at Elk Training Grounds.
User joined your channel.
Okay, and then you'll say how many
User
occupants are in
left
it.
your channel.
Right now there's zero occupants.
User
No
left your
additionals required.
channel.
Okay. Usually there'll be like a driver. Usually there'll be like one occupant. Okay. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. I know that makes sense to you, but does
Brandon.
does that make sense to you? I know you're sort of new to this.
Hey Jason.
Are you able to talk to me,
man.
Dylan? Oh, okay. All right. So, all right. Give me an example. You go ahead, Dylan, with your call
User
sign.
joined your channel.
Joe, you'll be next. So see that car right there? So you're pulling it over at Elk City,
like 90.
and the only person in it is that DMV guy.
Oh. Hey Joseph.
Okay.
Right, so you start with your call sign, okay?
Oh, wait.
Pretend you're
Okay,
you're
yeah,
pulling it over right now.
yeah. Cadet 113, 1058 on a gray Dodge
User left your
Charger,
channel.
Oak City. Training grounds. One time's like no addition needed.
Very good job, dude. Okay, Joey. Alright, so you're pulling over that Charger. Pretend it's a normal Charger, okay? And the occupant is Brandon.
Oh god.
Okay, naughty Brandon speeding.
I was actually. I
Is he-
actually speeding up to like 80 up here.
That's
Okay,
nothing.
and alright,
What?
so go ahead.
close.
You're in Elk City like he was. Go ahead.
Was he in SD close? Because that
I
at
was.
that point
He's
in
a
time, I
normal
was like,
civilian. He's normal civilian.
I'm not civilian.
okay.
If you want me to take my clothes off, I'll take it right now.
Do it. Why don't
Guys,
we do
guys,
this over the
let him
actual
talk.
radio?
No.
Can I do it over the actual radio?
We do like on
Yeah, go ahead.
65, yeah, but
65, Joey.
On 65.
Okay.
Cadet 107 to dispatch.
No,
Dispatch.
no dispatch. Okay.
Come on, why not?
No. Alright.
Fine.
Just come on. Listen to me, Joey.
Cadet 107 doing a 1038 on a black and color Dodge Charger in Elk City. One occupant, no additionals required.
Very good. Now, with dispatch, it'll basically,
the dispatch would be a little different.
yep. You want to do that since now you're here?
Yeah, might as well. All right,
Go ahead.
so if you wanna do it, say it again, and I'll just be the dispatch and be like, all right, yeah, send it, and then
Okay, so with dispatch, basically you're telling dispatch. Okay, so your call sign to dispatch, they'll be like, send it, and then you say literally this thing you just said a moment
yeah,
ago.
pretty much what it is.
I don't think you need an example for that. It's very,
No.
very
Oh, let me do it,
self-explanatory.
All right, go
No.
ahead.
That's
You
how
know.
it always
Wanna do it? Go ahead.
back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
Like plain speech even.
I usually do plain speech
Yeah,
sometimes.
go ahead, Joe, if you can't seem to stay in your toes.
Cadet 107 dispatch.
Send it. This is dispatch.
Show Cadet 107 out on a 1038 black Dodge Charger, one occupant up in Elk City, no additionals required.
10-4.
Alright, so you want to teach them about the code 1, 2, 3, 4 while I sit in this cop car and I demonstrate
Yeah.
what you have each call? Here, make sure you're yelling.
Yeah. Give me a second. Hold
I
on.
can hear you. Alright, well, while he's waiting, look at me, guys. Okay?
Good one, no
This-
light.
I'm actually
this is
gonna
code
bring up.
1. Yep.
Hold on. Let me make sure talk about the.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna tell them this stuff while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Two
is
lights.
code 1.
User left
That's
your
code
channel.
1.
This is code 2. Okay?
3 sirens.
Alright, yes. Code
Lights
3
with no sirens.
sirens don't work unless you have the engine on.
Yeah. Code 3. You know what code 3 is, so code 3 lights and sirens.
And in your code 4, basically the
You stay off your radio.
situation is
Clear.
resolved.
Dave
And,
35
however, if
will be full 4 after the last 10:38.
very good. And if you're code 4A, that means say like
Investigation.
We have
yeah,
code 4A
investigation.
at the
So,
moment.
like,
I forgot what I was
like
gonna say,
say
but-
you're trying to pull over someone. You
User
lost eyes
left
on
your
them.
channel.
Like say I try pulling over this white Crown Vic, but I can never turn right for some reason. Then I lost eyes of him, and I'll have to say over the radio, I'm going code 4A. I can't seem to find
Yeah.
that Crown Vic.
pretty much.
All right,
Plain
you
story.
guys understand?
Mm-hmm.
You have your.
What he said?
You
Oh,
have your training guide up now.
Yeah, I do know.
Want to teach them the next thing?
Actually, hold on. Thought I had it up. wasn't going. Okay. Up would be nice.
Need a link to it?
Well, probably, yeah. That's good. Probably would be a good idea.
Dylan, while they do that, how the hell did you get so rich?
Back in the day, dude.
You have
Back in the
access
day.
to it.
Yeah. I have
How much
access
money
to
do
it.
you
The
have?
reason it wasn't taking forever
Yeah.
to come up.
Yeah, that's fine. I gave you straight
Oh,
up.
all right. So
Hey, go scroll all the way down. Okay.
the second one.
We're on day 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Go down to second dual patrol assignment.
Yeah. All right. So whenever they're on, oh, all right. Yeah. So they have no. So
User
pretty much
joined your
all the
channel.
officers now
User joined your
are
channel.
able to gather 5 dual patrol assignments. Are encouraged, whatever it be, against yourselves or having a supervisor assign you patrol beats. The reason for this is to give a more brown rage for level 1 use of force to attempt to their situation escalating further. Know to protect yourself, your fellow officers as a unit. Unit 1 or 2 and so on. Once you are entered as dual patrol assignments, you and your partner become a unit. During dual patrol assignments, the driver of the vehicle is the lead officer of the unit. Eventually, this is supervising officer who is responsible for the actions of his partner as well.
Okay, can you explain that to them, like in your own words?
Actually, I kind of forgot in my own words with that one, to be honest.
Okay, do you guys understand?
So basically,
Yeah.
whoever the driver of the vehicle at the time is
Yeah.
pretty much the supervisor.
Yeah, pretty
and
much, yeah.
be taking lead on most situations.
Now, it also says in there that if there's like 5 or more officers, it's encouraged
Yeah, it's
to
encouraged.
do dual patrol.
Patrol.
However, like I tell you guys from experience, that doesn't happen.
But he ever does.
Never
Okay,
happens.
yeah.
Never happens.
Now, the
Never.
reason why that doesn't happen is because there's another thing that's even more effective, and that's like separating yourselves between districts. Now, as a deputy, it is your responsibility to put yourself in your own district. Okay. Now, say you look at CAD and there's like a whole bunch of people in District 1. That means you need to go down to District 2.
That's why I usually go to District 2. Sometimes I'm like, oh, so many people in District 1? How many officers in District 1? Alright, now I'm just gonna go District 2. If not,
Yeah,
then
and if senior... Yep.
or if not, then I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go District 3 if there's so many on District 2. To split people up, so won't be a lot of like all in one area. There could be a lot of
do Roman for sergeants.
Okay, stay on topic. Now, one thing though, a senior deputy, like I discussed with Dylan this morning with day 1.
Yeah.
Senior deputy is a supervisor rank. When they tell you to get onto another district, listen to them. I've seen officers in the past don't listen.
They never listen. I don't know why. That's
well,
really
they should.
They're supposed to.
And if they don't, then you should report them, dude. But when a senior deputy tells you to do something, okay, do it. They're the supervising rank. All right. Now, you can continue, Brandon.
When you have a partner in your car, no matter what your rank is, the partner side really leaves the vehicle. Leading officer beginning oh my god, I can't even talk today. The lead officers, being the driver of the vehicle, mainly focus on driving the side vehicle. The passenger will be doing video communications, location updates, database entry, and lookup. The reason for this is to have the driver on the vehicle safely for his partner at all times. The driver cannot do this if he is looking his map while trying to transmit radio communications to update the local pursuit. It is important to delegate crime scene with 2 officers to make sure crime scene pretty much what's that called? Minico stick? Hank?
I'm looking where
User
you're
left
at.
your channel. Joined your channel.
I see it.
Admit?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what that means. So I was like, okay then, never mind. I'm not sure you want to read 3, Justin Hank.
Yeah, does the cadets understand that? What you just said?
You guys understand a little bit of it?
Understood some of it.
Okay.
Some of
Let
it's
me
a little
add
confusion,
on
but
to this. Let me add on to this since I've been doing this for around a year. So
User
when
left your
you're
channel.
in a pursuit, okay? Now we may get into this later, but now is a good time since we're talking about said in there working with your partner.
Yep.
If you're in a pursuit and there's
User
2
left
people
your
involved,
channel.
then
User in
what
your
should be
channel timed
happening
out.
is that the driver should be focusing on driving, and the passenger should be updating the rest of the units where the pursuit is going. I mean, it's common sense, really, but
it is, to be honest.
it's obviously this guy needs here to focus on driving because all of us can relate on the crazy driving of Fisher's Island.
Yeah.
And the passenger here, he can look at the map and not have to pay attention to the road and update other units more efficiently. Okay. I think that's the main thing from what you said.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay. Go ahead to the next one.
Safe driving.
Yep, safe driving.
Situation appropriate. Driving refers to modifying one's driving for very well. It's pretty much like this. Route patrol versus Code 3 driving. Dry roadway versus wet roadway. And driving versus driving through a school zone. Daylight versus night driving. Hold on. Forced driving. Driving refers to many turns, position, officer, equipment usage while driving capabilities, multitasking. Educated. Driving refers to ongoing driver training, department policy for officers to accountantly apply safe driving, knowing
User left your
techniques
channel.
as they carry out duties. Skills, vision, command, and
User joined your channel.
sheriff shall department policy is followed, and the safe driving is protected throughout the department. Anyone understand that one?
Let's keep going.
All right. If you want to read number 4, you can.
Alright, so radio communications is the second most important job of any patrol officer on duty next to safety. Okay? Radio communications ensures that every other officer on duty is aware of any situations or locations they need to be at. So, for example, when you're saying stuff over the radio, make sure to include your call sign, okay? Because say you yelled 1199 over the radio.
Never doesn't know where it is.
Okay. first off, with 1199, you should say where you are if you don't have the time to say your call sign. But if you have the time to put that in, sometime in the future, I'm going to share this because it's coming. We are going to have something set up with CAD where you know on vehicles right now you can see a little number with GPS. In the future, you'll have a section on CAD where you can put in the number of your vehicle. Okay, so when you call out 1199 with your call sign, everyone can check CAD and see where you're at. Right, but that's something in the future.
That number is different to every single person.
It is? Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know.
Is the main thing. Once that number thing gets fixed, which
it's
should
still
be,
broken, probably. I'm guessing it just changes.
Well, once it does get fixed, that's going to be a new addition to CAD. Now, as of the time being, the best thing you can do is just say 1199 your location. If you just say those two things,
you already know.
Okay. Now, I had a lieutenant one time. He was over down at the cinema, and he was getting shot to bits, and he only had the time to push down his radio for like probably just 3 seconds. And then he said, 1199 cinema, and then he was dead. Right then and there. All those other officers would have had no idea where he was if he just said 1199. But because he was able to give his location, all of them swarmed in the area and they were able to help him. Okay?
Yep.
Moving on. Wouldn't be surprised if it repeats to what I said. If so, I'm going to skip it. This doesn't really... I have to admit, this is not clear.
No, it doesn't really make...
Okay. Now, where were we at?
I want to skip this one.
Now, hold on. Let me look through it. Yep, everything I've already went over.
Pretty much, yep.
Okay, except my explanation was a lot more clear. Alright, so dispatch. We already said this.
Yep, we actually already did this one already.
That.
All signs, description, number of civilians.
Oh yeah, if there's a new 10 code for if you need any additionals. What was it, 1098 or something like that?
Yeah, 1098.
There. So that if you need an additional, say your call sign 1098 and give the location. All right, let's be honest. No one is gonna come and help you if you never give the location.
Yeah, that was one day.
Won't.
That was my fault. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
User left your channel.
So that's the whole paragraph right there on that stupid training guide.
I know.
User left your channel.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, lights and sirens we already did.
Just looking through it. So
what else?
I'm just looking through it just to make sure we don't miss something. Oh yeah.
Oh.
When you're code 2, okay?
Oh, yeah.
When you're code 2
user
and
in
you're
your
going
channel
by...
timed out.
You keep repeating the stuff I'm saying. But when you're going code 2 down the road and you come up to an intersection, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit on one of your rumblers, okay? Now, what those are is your, like, what was it, 6 and 5 and 7 muscles?
I think it's 6
So,
and
say example... Oh, that doesn't want... Oh,
User entered your channel.
Hello?
Are they broken,
Anybody here,
seriously?
Joey?
Oh my god. Okay, so...
That's working.
So, now, since the sirens are broken, surprise, surprise, it used to have been where you were code 2, you could hit the rumblers, but that's not a thing anymore. So now when you're going by an intersection, you switch over to code 3, and then back to 2 again as you pass the intersection. Okay? Because it's important that you have some type of siren when you go by the intersection, because most traffic accidents happen at intersections. You could come flying out of nowhere, no one can see you, especially down at the T section over by farms where there's breeds covering them.
Oh yes.
That, yeah, you definitely need to hit your rumblers when you go by that.
Oh, especially those.
Okay, and yeah.
usually code 3 all the way through it.
Oh, here's a fact I didn't know. All lights and sirens can be seen and heard from over 200 meters away.
I really didn't know about that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I know the lights aren't true. Those things are broken. Okay, and it is vital that you pull over suspect or okay, let me read this because it most likely doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make. That's why I was reading. I'm like, what? Doesn't make no sense at all.
Yeah, let me look over this, see if there's anything important to tell him.
You look over that. I'm gonna run 200 meters away.
Joey, don't do that. If he ran over, bring him back over here.
Because I'm out of my head.
Bring him back over here.
I can hear you.
Oh, come here.
I'm coming here. I'm right beside you.
Okay.
You want me to smack you in the face so
Here,
you know I'm
please,
here?
please, not now, Joey. Alright. Basically what that paragraph said, if you only start driving down the road with your code 2s or code 3s on, if there's a emergency, okay? Because just driving down the road at the speeds you're going with your code 3s or code 2s, you're extremely dangerous. One time I was going from Elk all the way to Silverton to a 911 call, and as I was going code 2 down MSR, I hit another vehicle head on. I flew out, and the other guy flew out, and then he shot me because he was pissed. Okay. Now, just remember, like, when you are going down the road, code 3 or code 2, okay? Now, try to stay on the right side of the lane as much as you can, okay? When you're code 2, you have to be on the right side of the lane, okay? But you need to also understand, like, vehicles, you're going to come across vehicles that are sort of dumb, and they won't pull over when they hear you. Instead, they'll just be like, oh, what's going on? Then you'll have to make some maneuver where you can pass them quickly or something like that, okay? You guys, I'm sure you guys probably had some experience.
Yeah,
with
I had some
vehicles on the
experience.
side. You're not the one getting trained.
Special tards.
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
Okay. Traffic stops. Okay. Do you want to take this, or you want me to do it?
Oh, you can do this one.
Okay. So we're gonna just start doing traffic stops. I'm gonna guess this is. Yeah, this is everything I know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna even read through this.
Pretty much, you already know.
What we're gonna do? Okay, DMV guys, since you're here, I'm gonna make use of you. Okay, Joey, unlock your Crown Vic and let him.
I think it's been unlocked this whole time.
Yep. Okay. All right. So the scenario is this guy here has been driving recklessly, and he's been going in and out of the white line. Okay. Now, I want you to pull forward a little bit so we can pull up a Crown Vic behind you.
Yeah, pull one up.
Okay? Now, I want you guys to watch me, okay? Here, pull forward more, Crown Vic.
Pull over to the side of the road.
Hey, yeah, stop right there,
Alright, yeah. So while he's stopping there, something I told my day one people this morning. When you were pulling over a vehicle, guys, come here so you can hear me. When you're pulling,
I'm closer.
Say like I'm all the way over a racetrack, and that white Crown Vic was still going. He was like down, like he was flooring it down the road. And you wanna, as soon as you see the vehicle you wanna pull over, say it over the radio.
Oh no.
Because this actually happens. For example, back to that racetrack example. This other cop tried to pull over this vehicle down at the racetrack, but he couldn't catch up to them in time. So I think it was a Charger.
User left your channel.
Drove all the way down to you know where, if you look at your map, where the truck stop is, all the way down there. He drove all the way down MSR by truck stop, and hey, I was sitting there down at truck stop, and I could have pulled over that vehicle for him. Because I would have known that we're after that vehicle, and I could pull over for him, and he could take over the stop. But no, he waited until last minute until he pulls up behind the vehicle, and because of that, he almost lost the guy. And most of the time, they end up losing him. Okay, most of the time I'm like, oh, I can't find this guy, and then like, have any of you seen this one person? Who's like, yeah, he passed me like 5 minutes ago. Why didn't you say it on the radio? Okay, so as you pull out to go after some person, like say you're doing like a speed trap or something, call it over the radio right away. Okay.
Can't have it on the radio.
Alright, so Sam 22 is doing a 1038 on a White Crown Vic over by Elk City. One-time occupants, no additionals required.
That's what you're supposed to say over the radio. Could be one, it could be two people in the car. Oh, call it out.
Look at how I have my vehicle angled. It's at a 20-degree angle, or at least I hope.
I think it's 20 degrees.
Close enough.
Close enough, 20 degrees.
Alright. So, because of this, according to the penal code, when a vehicle is passing a... Oh, I forgot to turn on the lights. Oh. So,
And it's in the DMV book.
If a vehicle were passing a emergency vehicle with its emergency vehicles on, then... Okay,
Oh my... Can you get jump to the front?
Just won't do it. Here, why don't you turn on the code?
There you go, there you go, there you go.
No, it doesn't like me.
Well, I don't like you either, but what?
When they pass a vehicle with code 2s like this, okay? There's by law they're supposed to slow down. It's on the penal code, and you'll learn that. There you go, Jordan.
Yep, speed to 20.
All right.
That's question number 8 on the test for the handbook for driving.
Oh.
Anyways. Did not know that. All right, so.
Oh, I know that now. Let me write that down.
Okay, you can run the license plate if you want to. Okay. But I recommend going up to the driver right away, because when they're pulled over, the first thing they panic. Okay, they're like, oh gosh, what's going to happen? Like, they seriously get upset and worried about all the possible things that could happen. Maybe they get arrested, maybe they get a ticket, maybe they get a warning. They don't know. And I say this to cadets all the time. When you're dealing with suspects that are confused, they're even more angry or like hard to deal with. Okay? But anyways, here's this person over here. Okay? Now, when you walk up to the driver's side window, you say who you are and you work for the sheriff's department. Okay? So, hello, sir. I'm Justin Hank. I work with the Fishdown Sheriff's Department. Now, can I get your ID? Now, here's something big that I tell all the cadets that I always trained, even on day 5. When you go up to their driver's side window and ask for their ID, okay, they'll probably ask you, oh, please tell me why you pulled me over, or like, I'm not going to give you my ID until you tell me why you pulled it over. Don't tell them why you pulled them over, okay? And here's why. If you tell them why you pulled over, say like, hey, sir, I pulled you over because you're speeding. He's like, oh, screw it, I'm not getting a ticket, and drives off. Or something like that.
He's doing it right now, too.
Great example. Alright, he'll just drive off, and you don't have his ID. Okay? So at that, you don't have enough evidence to put it in a warrant. Like, this saved my butt countless times. Okay? Because I waited until I got the guy's ID before I told him why I pulled him over. Now, also know, remember what I told you earlier? When they're confused, they get more angry. Okay? Now, with this situation, you're going to have to deal with it. Now, there is ways to get around that, though. I'm pretty sure I taught you this morning, Dylan. But for you, Joey, something I teach for people in PR is that verbal dojo. Okay? With verbal dojo, alright, it's what that is basically, it's basically turning around using your words to turn around the situation to work in your favor. Okay? So, say, driver here, he's like all pissed, like, oh my gosh, you need to tell me why you pulled me over, you butthole or something like that. And you get take the opportunity to like get them to understand the situation more. Like for example, this is what I do in this situation all the time, and it works quite a lot. So say right here, he's arguing with me, doesn't want to give his ID. So this is what I encourage you guys to say back to them. Okay. Alright, sir. I understand that I understand you and I have other stuff we need to do today. Why not both of us work together, and both of us together can get this traffic stop done faster. Now, see what I did there? Instead of like threatening him, being like, "Oh, if you do not give me your ID, I'll ticket you," which is in the penal code. They have to give you their ID. But instead of threatening him, I gave him a good opportunity to get out of the situation. Like, say example,
User left your
you're a little
channel.
kid, okay, and your mom wants you to clean up your room, okay. Now, which one of these two things sound better to you? Okay, your mom going up to you and saying, "Don't do that, please." All right, your mom going up to you and saying like, "Oh, if you do not clean your room, you'll get some time in the corner," or if you clean up your room, I'll give you some cookies. Which one of those sound better? You know?
In the corner.
Here, Joey, be serious.
I already get the cookie, but
the cookies. You like the award better. Like,
cookies all the way, dude.
And criminals, they're like children. Okay, all right. And they want the award over the punishment. Okay. So you go up to him and like try to work with him. Okay, so like, "Hey, sir, you know, both of you and me have both the same common goal. I know you're probably busy, and you probably have other things to do right now. Work with me right now, and then I'll be able to get you on your way faster. I tell you right now, your mouth is like the best tool you had out of everything. Okay? Your mouth literally determines life and death. Because if you get a suspect riled up for whatever reason by cursing him out or something, then he'll just go out and he'll probably just start committing crimes. Or even the next cop he'll see, he'll give him absolute HELL or something like that.
Probably would.
He will. So be careful what you say to them. And now back to the traffic stop. You give them a good opportunity out, and they're most likely to comply. In my experience, they comply. Alright, it works really well. Even the most craziest criminals, and all of us know who those people are. Alright, so you give me your ID. May I get your ID, please?
There you go, sir.
Okay, Jason Wilda. Now, at this time, you can go over to your computer, and you go ahead and look up, like you can look up his license plate, you can look up his license, see if he's gotten any like tickets in the past or any arrests. You can even check the ticket list. I've seen an officer, he would always check the ticket list instead of just checking the list of tickets, and he would check the ticket list to see when the last time they got a ticket.
Yeah, I usually do that.
Instead of just seeing on the computer database, "Oh, he got a warrant in the past. I guess he didn't learn his lesson. I'll give him a ticket." Well, this officer would check to see when the last time they got a warrant. I don't do that for the sake of time. But anyways, yeah, you're not required by SOPs to do any of that. As an officer, you have discretion.
Yep.
Okay. So I can do many different things. Oh, this is important. Now, whenever you pull anyone over or you detain them for any reason, check to see if they have a warrant. Okay. Now, some officers will check the laptop database, but there's a better way of doing it. I'm sorry to tell you this, but because of how SD works right now,
I was gonna say
most of the time, sure you can. Yeah, go ahead and send them a warrant list.
I was gonna say the reason why sometimes when you go on the computer is sometimes it's not really active. It could be wrong, and it could be sometimes I've seen this so many times already that pull over somebody, they're like, "Oh wait a minute, he has an active warrant, but his warrant's already been done. They never took it out." That's why you always supposed to check the warrants to see if they're.
Joey, if I can't tell you're listening, I won't sign you in for learning.
I'm listening.
Okay, keep going, Brandon.
No, but that's the only reason that's what I do. I'm like, "Oh wait a minute, oh shit, is his warrants actually active or not?" I go check the warrant list, and it's like, "Oh no, it had been already all done, all set." Sometimes sometimes they always forget to remove it, so it's always better to check.
In my experience, 9 out of 10, when you see there's a warrant on the laptop, most likely it's when you look at the DOJ warrant list.
Yep.
It's no longer active.
Yeah.
I told you why this morning, Dylan. I'm pretty sure you know why. And Joey,
Probably,
you've been an SD, you know why.
probably already thought.
Nobody does their work.
And the best way to check this is just go to the warrant list on DOJ Hub.
Yep.
I think both of you know where that is. Okay. If you don't, raise your hand. Right, awesome. Okay, so you check to see if he has a warrant, okay? And you don't look at your laptop. You just look at the warrant database.
Yeah, that's the only place I was going to say. Don't look at the computer too.
The car's his, you look at the license plate, all that stuff. I don't think you guys have access to the computer.
No, they
but
can't.
Just to let you guys know, if you have any questions in the future of how to use anything in the
User
computer,
joined your channel.
all you do is type in after you sign in.
Right.
It's login.
Yeah.
FIS Fishes on State Troopers for the win. The first letters of that saying.
User
okay?
left your channel.
We used to be in the State Troopers, but that's no longer a thing.
Yeah, that was a long time. Oh, you knew that? I didn't know that.
If you type in
User
/help,
left your channel.
then all the commands will be there. All of them. Even how to take away warrants, which I found most officers can't figure
you
out.
just do help, right?
Yeah, you just...
/help. When
Oh,
did
no, you don't use /help.
I'll show you everything.
You don't do /help. I just put help and then comes
You
right
just
up.
type help.
Yeah, it comes right up.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Log in, then password, no FISD.
Yeah, log in, Fishes on State Troopers for the win.
Yeah.
First letters of that, so FISD.
FIST.
FTW.
Yeah, FTW, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Alright. Does that make do you understand?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Alright, so back to the traffic stop. So you pulled the guy over, you ran his license plate, you did all the stuff you want to do on the computer or the government website or whatnot. You go up to him, and at this time, now, something with I encourage with PR people is try to understand, your officers are the people. So try to understand why maybe he was like having a hard time staying on the road. You know, maybe why he was speeding. You know, just like try to hear why. Go ahead and tell him why you pulled him over. You don't have to by law. You don't even have to tell him why you pulled him over at all.
Nope.
All right. But you can. I encourage you to tell him why, just so that he learns and maybe see like how you can fix the situation with him. In the past, before the racetrack, I used to recommend to speeding drivers that used to have a speeding habit. I recommend for them to go out farther to District 3, where there's like that road there, and practice driving the speed limit on it. That's what I did. Did any of them did it? I highly doubt it.
No.
But I did something at least, and that shows that you actually care. And that showing that you actually care really, really goes a long way for the civilians here at Fisher's Island. Even on the mainland too. Seriously, it really does. But anyways, so sir, I pulled you over because you were speeding. Is there a reason why you were speeding, sir?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, okay.
Alright, 9 out of 10, I'll probably give you a reason. Probably dumb excuse.
I was trying to get the red box before, it disappeared.
Ain't that lovely. Alright.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay. So,
I thought
maybe
I could
tell
smell weed in the car.
a little bit about how marijuana isn't the way to go. You know, how that hurts people. I mean, I could tell you right now, my teacher...
so nice.
My teacher on the mainland, he has a brother who does marijuana like all the time, and he's even been caught by the local police department over and over and over for it. But he keeps going back, and once authorities not looking over him, he'll go right back to what he was doing before, making heroin or something. And here's a little story. My teacher, he has a whole bunch of children, and he was thinking about buying a home. And then his brother's like, no, don't buy that home. Me and my friends did a whole bunch of heroin in it. Now think about it. My teacher was about to buy that home and have his kids live in there. And if you don't know much about heroin, it screws your head up. The fumes of all that cooking and stuff.
Oh, it does.
Just decimate the child, okay? As they grow up. So it fumes of something. Maybe it wasn't heroin, but he was cooking something in there that was making fumes. And yeah, and he was about to move in that house and have his kids run around it and live there. But no, he lets his brothers know, hey, no, don't go in there. It's a death trap. And my teacher's like, you know, I'm fortunate enough to know that, but what about the next buyer? You know, what about the next family that's going to buy that house? And of course, my teacher's brother, he doesn't really think about anyone else. But my teacher says if he had any of the time, if he ever took the time to see, like, how all these selling all these drugs to all these people is affecting them, then he would probably give up what he's doing, because he has no idea how many lives he's
User left your
right
channel.
now.
Seeing the money.
Exactly, Joey. All right. So once you're done with the traffic stop, you're done talking to the guy. Okay. You say, all right, sir. Is your ID back? I forget to give them their ID all the time, but they don't really care. And then say I want to give them a ticket. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. Hop out of the vehicle.
Sure, it's $1 million.
I'm not actually going to get you a ticket. Okay, now, are you guys white papered? Probably not.
Nope.
Now, when you are white papered, when you hold down your E muscle, you'll be able to see a thing that says white kit. When you click that, you're going to see a little menu that says amount, with a little place where you can put a number and then create ticket. So, $1. Create ticket. Then, when I look at him, okay, LOV. Alright.
Hope you can afford $1.
Yeah. Okay. Here wants to pay $1, because I need to use an example.
I'll do it.
You'll do it? Okay, I'm doing it on him. Alright, so I give him the ticket, okay? Now, don't pay yet. Alright, so
don't pay.
Now, say now once he pays the ticket, you'll see at the top left of your glasses, they'll say you give ticket to Jason Wilda. And then you'll see the color green, citizen has paid your ticket, and green if he paid it. Now I'll say back in red, citizen did not pay a ticket, or citizen cannot afford a ticket. Okay? Now, if the citizen does not pay the ticket, he is not under arrest. Okay? I don't care if anyone tells you that they are. They're wrong. Okay? When he doesn't pay the ticket, alright, so basically, when you give him a ticket, he has a choice. It's like a little mini trial. Okay? He decides whether or not he pleads guilty or innocent. Once he pays that ticket, he pleads guilty and it's done. Unless he wants to appeal it. But that's up to him. And now, if he pleads innocent, then you, as a law enforcement officer, will have to go on the DOJ website and put in a tickets appeals. Okay? And then you just fill it out with the format they provide to you. Do you guys know where that is at?
DOJ.
User joined your channel.
Well, no, do you
It's
know?
on the government site.
Government site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give him links for me, please, as I teach? Yeah, go ahead and do that, please. All right, he's going to give you links. All right, and so if he pays it, it's DOJ Hub. Oh, in courts.
Oh, okay.
All right, so pays it. You're done. Tell him, all right, sir. Now, here's one huge thing. If you give him a ticket, don't tell him to have a good day. All right. You gave him a ticket. You ruined his day. Okay? Let's be serious here. Hey, like, if you give him a ticket and you tell him, "Oh, have a nice day," you sound like a sarcastic butthole. All right? If you gave him a ticket, don't tell him that. Just tell him, like, drive safe or something like that. That works. Okay? So you drive safe, sir. Okay? Now he'll hop in his car. Now, before he goes though, be sure to tell him you go ahead and leave once I turn off my lights. Okay? Go over here, and once I turn off my lights, he's allowed to go. Okay? Now, after the traffic stop, do not forget to put in whatever you did in the computer database. Okay? Now, I talked to a lieutenant about this, and verbal warnings are allowed. So what that means is you can give him a verbal warning without putting anything in the database. Now, I suggest never doing that, okay? Because other officers need to know if this guy's a repeat traffic offender, okay? DMV needs to know too. Okay.
I have access
Now,
to any of that shit.
yeah. Well, officers can, and then that affects you. But that's another thing. That's day 3. But continuing on.
Server group assigned.
Got me confused. Hey,
What's going on?
When you're putting stuff in the record, you put in if you gave them a warning, or an arrest. Okay. The only time I've ever given them I've been giving verbal warnings to people was when DOJ made out a new law and hardly anyone really knew about it, and I felt bad for them for not knowing about it. But that's before DMV showed up. Okay, so people didn't really have a way to educate themselves now. But now that DMV's around and they're teaching people how to drive, they don't have a good excuse. Okay. Now, so after you turn on the lights, they're allowed to go. Okay, you just stay there, and then you say over the radio that you're code 4 with the last 1038. So, all right. Is there any questions? Okay. Is there any questions? Do you have any questions? Dylan, do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So here I'll bring it up.
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
We can have like 2 tests going at once.
Like what?
I'm just saying, like, you know, Hanky Panky can watch my test, and then Brandon can perform Dylan's test, because we got 2 civ cars and 2 cop cars here.
They're off the...
Is it done real quick?
Give me 1 second, real quick.
Dylan.
Yep.
12 seconds for you.
Okay, I got it. Okay, cadets, say stuff so I can find you.
Hi,
Well,
hi,
say
hi,
stuff.
hello,
I don't
hello,
like
hello,
you.
hello.
Maybe I do like you. I don't know.
You can do.
Well, I think you found me. Damn it.
You're not a cadet. Where's the other cadet? Dylan Boyd. Oh, you're at the top. Hey, Dylan, why are you so
You
quiet?
found me.
What? No, I'm with him.
Right, there you go. I gave you both. That is the link. That's from the SD main hub. Okay. All right. That was put in by John Hastings himself, the sheriff. Okay. Now, so what's the next thing in our training thing? What are we doing next?
Wait, before traffic stop.
We just did that.
Show me the felony stop.
Felony stop.
Stop. Okay. Get your charger.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm here for the dummy.
So I'm not gonna put you in handcuffs, but you guys understand what
User left your channel.
Now for felony stops, get on that side and then do
Formation.
the cross. Do the V on that side, charger. Okay. Now with felony stops, I love how you put on the mask. So say he is a. Go ahead and hop in out of your driver's seat. Okay, now cadets, come over here. Here, V,
Confirm
V,
criminal.
V, V. V,
The
V,
back.
V. Okay? Like facing that direction.
You're
Oh,
going
alright.
the wrong way, Brandon.
Like, you're
Can't make the
pointing
freaking-
the bottom of the V is down here. Do you understand?
An arrow. Arrow formation.
Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough.
Gotta make the V. I forgot to make the V.
Car's kind of parked all whack.
That's good enough. Have it park it there. Park it there. Alright?
No.
And
Shit.
I'll move my car a little bit. Here, just park it there. That's good. Cadets, look at this. This is what a felony stop looks like. Two cars line up behind each other. Notice how they're in a V. That way you can get into cover very easily. Okay. Now get out whatever you have as your primary.
I also use the door.
All right. Okay. Now, now I'm going to teach you how to clear this car. Okay. And how to do a felony
User
stop.
joined your channel.
Dylan, are you there? Okay, pull out your primary and be on this side of the Crown Vic. Alright. So, when you are doing a felony stop... Oh, sorry. Alright. You're doing a felony stop. Make sure the first thing you tell the people in the car... Alright. I usually announce who I am. Okay, this is the Fishing Island Sheriff's Department. Okay. If you hop out of the vehicle with a gun, you will get shot. Tell them that. Okay? Because there's a lot of people bring
User joined your channel.
criminals
User
lie
left
to
your
you all
channel.
the time. Okay? And they're saying like okay, who
Right,
the absolute heck shot that?
That was my fault. That was my fault.
Okay, don't do that.
It's fine.
Damn it.
Put your
Get
primaries
raised.
away. Put your primaries away. Just pretend you have them out. Okay. So you have your guns pointed out at him. Okay. Now, when you're telling him to get out of the vehicle, before you do anything, you tell him that if he hops out of the vehicle with a gun, you will shoot him. And if he does hop out with a gun, you shoot him. Okay? Because he'll present immediate threat on your life. Okay? That's the first thing you tell him. Now, after you tell him that, okay, you start with the driver. Now, make it obvious who you want out of the car. Don't be like, sir, get out of the vehicle. Who's supposed to get out of the vehicle?
Driver,
Then they'll
step
all
out of the vehicle.
No, all of them jumps out.
All of them will just hop out of the vehicle like, okay, I hopped out of the vehicle. That's not what you want. You only want one of them to hop out of the vehicle. Okay? So be specific. Alright? You want the driver out of the vehicle or the passenger out of the vehicle. No one else. If there's more than one passenger, say front seat passenger or back
Right.
left seat passenger. Okay? Tell them exactly who you want. Okay? So you have your guns out. Alright, what's the first thing we do? Joey, what is it?
Just out of the sheriff's department. If you get out of the vehicle with the gun, you will be shot.
Very good, very good. Now, Dylan.
Yeah, man.
Clear. I want you to pull out your primary and tell and go ahead and start clearing the vehicle. Okay? So start
User left
with
your
the driver.
channel.
Oh, that's the robbery.
Sorry?
Oh, yell at the
Oh,
driver.
okay, okay.
Driver. Driver. Step out of the vehicle.
Alright.
Now, once he steps out of the vehicle, tell him to face away from you. Okay?
User
Alright,
joined your
because he
channel.
could easily pull out a gun and then bang, 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 bang. Alright? So tell him to... So face away from me. Face away from me. Face away from me. Now, after he starts facing away from you, you continue. So, alright, driver. Step back. Continue to walk backwards to the sound of my voice until I tell you stop. Okay? Keep going. Keep going. Alright, stop. Alright, now, cadet, easy access to put them in your handcuffs. Okay. Now we're not going to do that now. We're going to pretend you're you just put them in handcuffs. Easy. All right. Go to the passenger seat, DMV guy. All right. So now we have a passenger. Okay.
Fucking A.
All right. So we'll just wait until. Okay. So there you go. All right, Dylan. Do you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Clear. Be specific. And clear out the passenger, just like I told you guys how to a moment ago.
Alright. Passenger, step out of the vehicle and face forward.
Hold
Get
up,
out without
which
a
passenger?
gun.
Which passenger? Which passenger? Say there's more of them.
Okay, so there's more of them, okay. Back seat passenger. Okay. Right. Walk backwards towards my voice until I say stop. Go slowly.
Alright,
Stop.
And then you put him in handcuffs. There you go. Now, say the guy doesn't want to, he's like, F you or something like that. And he's just not, and he's not turning around or anything. You tase his butt. That's what you do.
Just taser.
Yeah, dang right. Don't tase anyone right now.
No.
Okay?
Darn.
So, yeah, and once you get all the occupants of the vehicle in handcuffs, you can continue the situation from there. By law, we're only allowed to detain people under reasonable suspicion for an hour. Okay? So I recommend as soon as you detain someone, you go ahead and write. I always keep a piece of paper right next to me where I write stuff down.
Time.
As soon as you detain them, write down the time. That way, the lawyer's like, "Oh my gosh, I've been here for like an hour." They do that all the time, by the way. Suspects will just say, "Oh, lawyer, I've been here for like 2 hours." They always do that. It's so funny.
Minutes.
It's so funny to hear their reaction after I tell them, "No, sir, you weren't. I wrote down the time when I handcuffed you. You only been here for like 38 seconds, 38 minutes or something like that."
38
38 seconds.
I wouldn't
Oh.
be surprised if
2
there's that
hours
criminal out there that'll
flies.
be that stupid.
Dude,
Okay,
don't been
is
here
there-
30
is
seconds.
there any more questions as far as what I showed you guys? Any more questions? Okay, is there anything
Wait.
else you want to add, my partner?
Let's. Oh, I think that might be it.
Actually.
What, does one? Joey?
I have a question.
You have a question, Joey? Go ahead.
Are we gonna continue more with the felonies, or are we gonna go? Cause like, should we maybe add if they refuse to get out of the vehicle, that's when you stack up and drag their ass out of the freaking vehicle.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
actually a good point, too.
afterwards-
Good point, too. They don't want to jump. If they don't want to get out,
About
yeah.
that part. So after you get him in handcuffs, okay, then you clear the vehicle, okay? Now, you stay back. I want to watch the cadets do this, because 9 out of 10 they're going to make the mistake I see every single training class do.
Hold on, I want to do it. Hold up.
No. You stay back with them. Alright, cadets. Now, I'm guessing you know how to clear the vehicle. You go up, point your guns, make sure there's no one in there, okay? Now, go ahead and do that.
User left your
Somebody in the
channel.
vehicle. Bang. Dead.
Okay, you guys are the first class that I've seen it do right. So, I've had classes in the past where both of the cadets will come up on the
User
same
left
side.
your channel.
No. You do not want to
User
be on the
left your
same side
channel.
as you clear a vehicle. You want to have one cadet on that side and one cadet on this side. That way, if he does hop out with a gun, both of you are on this side, and he hops out with a gun
one
on
of you
this
guys
side.
will.
Look, he's got cover, and he could shoot the absolute crap out of you guys. Okay?
Because I could
However-
just go like this.
Yeah, you do it. I'll do it.
Exactly.
User left your
And
channel.
If there's one cop over here already,
Is
then
there?
you
Is
can
there?
absolutely
User
nail
joined
him.
your channel.
Okay. So clear both sides of the vehicle as you approach, and do it at the same time. Does that make sense?
I would assume that you would want to watch out for crossfire, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh,
For
crossfire,
Crossfire
yeah.
too,
if
but-
we're kind of going up at the same time, if we're aiming like right now, you're not in my crossfire.
User in your
Honestly,
channel timed
that
out.
is a very valid point, but it's much more safer to have one officer at each side as you clear.
Yep.
So much more safer. Okay.
Only time we'd really ever be crossfire is this point.
Crossfire is when.
I would have said if you step right here, then he's trying to go over.
Crossfire's like
Then
all
he's
the
gonna
time in
get.
every
Then he's gonna get a
situation.
class of
Okay.
an LVO.
We're both aiming.
Now this is another thing I'm going. Okay. I don't know what the training guide says. But basically, if we are in a pursuit, highway takes lead.
Yep.
Okay. Henry units take lead.
Please.
Okay. Because they're trained to do pursuits. Okay. So
Especially
say
comes
we're
a
chasing
highway.
this guy, you hear highway behind you. Highway takes lead, and you never overtake another vehicle without telling them over the radio. Okay. That thing right. Because that is only asking for crashes. That's all that happens. We get cop cars running right into each other. Okay? If you're going to overtake someone else, tell them over the radio. Does that make sense?
Like, David Henry 31 passing on your left, Crown Vic unit in front.
This guy's in an SD and he knows how it's done.
He's ex-SD, hanky-panky, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm former highway.
Yeah, he was former highway, that's why.
You should know Wada.
I forget, dude. I've seen so many people in SD. Okay, so that's traffic's, that's pursuits in a nutshell.
This is guy
also,
with
the lead vehicle. Here, listen to me, please. The lead vehicle is the one. It is the one focusing on the driving. Then the vehicle behind it is the one calling out where you are. Okay. So, say this is a cop car. All right. Which of these vehicles should be calling out where the pursuit's going? The one focusing on driving, or the one that's behind him? Which one? Which one should be calling out the radio?
The second vehicle.
Very good.
Exactly.
Very good, you two.
This one has a partner.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes.
Unless they have partner, which is not how doesn't happen most of the time.
Hardly.
Okay, so
it happens. Sometimes it's me. Sometimes me.
Okay. Anyways, continue on. So that's pursuits in a nutshell. Okay, that's 1080s. When a sergeant or above says over radio that it's signal 100, that means only TAC communication involved with the situation. None of the other bullcrap like, oh, I'm going 10-8, oh, yay me, yay for you, no one cares. Everyone's worried about the Crown Vic that's driving around Silverton. Alright? Okay, so when there's like a police chase, just, it's nice that we know you're 10-8, but we don't care right
User
now.
left your
Alright, that's not
channel.
important. There's something a lot more important. And radio communication needs to be clear for that. Now, as of right now, Command's trying to set up something where you go onto a different tack for a pursuit, like a 61 or something like that.
Then we'll get
the issue. Yeah, there you go. The issue with that is it gets very, very confusing for officers to know who's on what tack. Because say you're coming on duty, no one's on 60. Where is everyone? You'll be like, oh yeah, I could check on CAD. They'll update CAD. No, they don't. They do not update CAD. They just don't. So everyone will switch to 61. A guy coming on duty who had no idea what's going on. Say like there's two situations going on. Everyone's a 61, everyone's a 62, or some other random freak. And then officers who come out of a situation of 61 is like, hey, where'd everyone else go? Well, they went down into 62 while you were in 61, but there's no way you would have known because you weren't on their frequency.
You should always have 60 set for your additional as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. That would be the great solution. However, think about it like, what there's 3 different freaks going on at the same time. You see, you can't have 2 different additionals at the same time.
Yeah, but if you hear people say, oh, I'm switching to 62 for this issue from the main freaks.
Like I just said a moment ago, they won't hear that because they're on a different freak.
They can't.
Okay.
If you have it set as an additional, you can have the main and the additional.
Do you at least see where I'm trying to say? How it can be confusing.
Where you come from.
So this is the problems that Command is trying to fix right now. So that's something in the future. Okay. So that's pursuits. All right. That's everything you need to know. When you're when you call out 1080, say what the vehicle is and say who the occupants are, because we need to know. Okay. Other officers need to know. They will have no idea. And say it over and over, because just to be honest, say it the first time, they won't pick it up. Say it the second time, then like 60% of them pick it up. Say it a third time, then everyone is.
Yeah, the third time everybody understands it.
It should be the first time, but it's not.
Yeah.
So
aren't you guys doing the Victor and Foxtrot now on the back of the 1080s?
Oh, yep, yeah.
So if it's a vehicle pursuit, thank you for saying
User
that.
left your channel.
If it's a vehicle pursuit, it'll be 1080V. It's a foot pursuit, then it'll be 1080F. That should be on your 10 code, so you should.
Sorry to interrupt with this one. You sure don't want to come back to SD?
Is there any random other thing that I forgot about?
No, you get the vehicle pursuit, and then we had a foot, like a 1080F.
Yeah, I just told him that.
All right, so yeah, pretty much it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, now one more thing that I want to tell you because people forget this all the dang time. And it's so important. And in fact, I even bet they didn't even put it in the training manual.
Probably
okay,
didn't.
so Dylan, say. I called you the wrong name. Sorry, dude. Go ahead, take your Crown Vic, drive in the middle of the road, and pull out your gun. Okay?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You see what I'm doing?
Yep.
Alright, guys, get in vehicles. It's like we were gonna spread out, so make sure all of you on 65. Okay? Joey, you go with the senior deputy. Alright, and Dylan, you come with me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Now,
let me
Okay.
Alright, you guys, all of you hear me, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so you are in a 1080, okay? And you're after this guy, this Crown Vic. Now, see that pole right there? Alright, can all you say 10-4 so I know you all hear me?
10-4.
10-4. Awesome. Okay. So see that pole right there? He crashed into it and his car's disabled. Okay. Now this sort of thing happens. Don't drive yet. But this sort of thing happens all the time where they crash their vehicle, they're done, and they're like, okay, well screw it, time to go guns blazing. So now this is the situation. This is the thing what you should not do. Okay. This happened to me so many dang times in SD. Someone is like chasing up the car and they're like, okay, I got the guy now. I'm gonna pull up right next to him. It's not like anything is wrong with this. And then you know what he shoots me? You know what happens? He blasts me and both my partner out. Okay? And this happened to me so many times, and it wasn't me driving. Okay? Just don't drive up right next to them. Even if they don't have a gun, don't drive up next to the vehicle because you don't know. Yeah, 10-2. You hear me, right?
Yeah. I'm good. This is Paul 60. Are you guys going to be long on Tech 2? Because I'm the only one that's currently on duty otherwise.
But we're training. After we're done training, we're going 10-7.
Oh, 10-4. Sorry to interrupt you then. I will be switching back to Netflix.
So don't pull up right next to the car. You saw he could easily shoot me. Alright, so senior deputy, I'm guessing you know what to do. But say I'm like lead vehicle.
Yeah, go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
We're done. Alright.
Okay, sirens are going and everything. Alright, now, we go around him. There's space between the both of us, okay? You go on that side, I go, no, more space. Senior deputy, you're gonna get shot, okay? Make a circle around the Crown Vic, okay? Does that make sense? So...
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Alright, so... let's look at his 2 exit points, okay? He has 2 walls bordering him right now. Alright, this is obviously not going right. But look at the 2 exit points, okay? He can go this way, or he could go that way. And look, we blocked both of his exit points. Senior deputy, set up like he's shooting at you, okay? Alright. You block both of his exit points.
User left your channel.
Now, all he has left, he can't fix his car and hop back and drive off. No, he's stuck in the gunfight. And now that he has, at this moment, he has 2 different angles of officers shooting at him. He's doomed, okay? And notice, as we pulled up to him, we didn't go up right next to him so that he could easily shoot down that officer. No, both of us made a circle around him. Like if there were 3 units, then they'll be in a right circle around, okay? And both of us have a clear shot on him, and he has nowhere to hide because since we're on a circle, like there's no angle he can hide where we can't shoot him. Does that make sense to you two?
Sense.
10-4.
Okay, Senior Deputy, can you not say whether it makes sense to you? It should make sense to you.
No, I did say it. Yes, it makes sense, yes.
Okay, 10-4.
But it should make sense.
So that's one thing that I see deputies mess
sense.
up on that really needs to get fixed.
Brandon got out of the car fast.
Should have already made sense for you.
Down first.
Yeah, I wanna get down first. Yeah.
Along with you.
Yeah, that's why I was talking over the radio. That's why I didn't do it faster.
Okay, so let's all go back to the Crown Vic.
All right. So what else is left? Hopefully we're done soon. Okay, I don't know what this
And there,
patrol
was that
activity-
out?
User left your channel.
This stuff sort of on day 5 though.
Yeah, the rest is all.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so let me tell you some things, vehicles that I see deputies mess up on, and then we'll be done, okay? This is day 3 stuff, but heck, I don't know if the guy who's teaching you day 3 will do a good job.
Probably not.
Alright, so, yeah, this is our suspect. He's in handcuffs. He was shotting the absolute crap out of us, okay? Alright, and we have him on the ground, so you can just sit like this, okay?
User joined your channel.
He's arrested. Now, he is getting arrested. Are we allowed to search his car?
Yes.
Yes, we are. We can
Yes.
search his car. However, this is like just normal traffic stop, okay? And all we have on him is reasonable suspicion. Can we search his car? We don't have probable cause, so can we search his car? The answer is no. We cannot search his car. Oh, I couldn't hear you.
I hear you, Joey.
So,
Can't
yeah,
hear
if
nothing.
you don't have probable cause, you can't search the vehicle, okay? So once you're arresting him, that's probable cause, okay? It's not a detainment, it's arrest.
The best part was when people were like, "Am I being detained at a traffic stop?" And you say no by accident, and they drive off.
I don't. Yeah.
Say no.
Know
Yes,
the difference
you are
between
being
arrest
detained.
and detained. I'm
You're
guessing.
being detained.
I'm guessing Dylan and Joey, you should know the difference of those two. Okay, so that is day 5. Do any of you have any more questions?
Day 5.
Day 4.
Oh, day 4.
Day 5 is scenarios.
Because it's a new day.
Oh, I'm not doing day 5. I need to go to bed. Okay.
It's almost 2 a.m.
Okay, so Dylan, I'm writing down you guys' names, okay? Good, congratulations. Alright, now please, remember the stuff that I told you, because this, I didn't really, I'm sure you guys noticed, I don't really go off what's on the training sheet.
No.
I'm going off the stuff I learned being an SD for around a year. Okay, this is crap you see all the time. Pulling up next to cars while that guy can shoot at me. I've been shot down so many dang times because of the other officer not being too incompetent to realize that. Like, just if you get confused, you always have a supervisor above you, and the supervisors here in SD are so nice. Like, especially our current command. Like, I'm very happy with them. Okay. If you ever have a question or anything, don't listen to a civilian or some random fake lawyer who's like, "Oh, I'm going to tell you some lie about something." No, go trust your supervisors. Lean on your SOPs, because 9 out of 10, if a lawyer's telling you something other than what you learned in training, that lawyer's wrong. Okay, I've encountered that so many times. It's sad, really, but that's how it is. Okay, you guys did a good job. All right.
Arrest
Alright,
Wada now.
Yep, you're done. You're free to go.
I can arrest you, Wada.
Alright, put your primaries away. Alright,
Thanky Panky.
make sure to put yourself on the database too for doing both
Yeah.
of these guys.
Yeah,
okay?
I want to do that too.
Yeah, I'll do like a plus and then my call sign.
Yeah, I'll do it right after you.
Good job today, dude.
Good job.
Good job.
Oh, well, where are you? Oh, good job.
Panky.
Thank you
By
for.
the way, one more thing about vehicles: lock your door.
Yeah, I was about to lock it. I had to forget to lock it.
Lock your door. Lock your door. Lock
I
your
should have done it
door,
right now,
lock
but
your
that was
door,
my
lock your
fault.
door. All right,
Listen,
there you go.
there's
Lock
so
your
many
door.
freaking
Lock it.
shit.
I love you. Forget it, Hanky.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
If you,
Love you, Hanky.
I was gonna say, if you don't lock it, that's when people takes it. It runs away.
Yeah. I bet you guys won't be surprised, but during felony stops, people will literally just run out of their car and then run around to all the SD vehicles, see which one's unlocked. I've had so many cars take off
I didn't get
because
the
of that.
S1 Weta.
Yeah. Shoot, yeah, S1s. Okay, to do an S1, you pull in front of the vehicle. Like, you don't touch them like an arma. What you do is you just pull up in front of their hood, okay? That's how you do an S1.
Give them a left tap.
Not a left tap. Here, guys, look, watch me right now. Here, Joey, slow down. I'm just gonna do one right now. Joey, start driving. If you do an S1 properly, your vehicle will not get affected at all, okay? So, go a little faster, Joey. Okay, Joey pulled into me, which he shouldn't have done. Thank you, Joey. You did.
I was driving straight.
Yeah, so,
User left
no.
your channel.
Nope. Oh, you failed that one.
I was driving straight. Don't even try to say I did. Yes, I was.
Alright, so I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say.
Turned into
Highway
me
had a
too
good
early.
little
You
video
want to
on
get
it, too.
more towards the hood of the car.
Alright, you're done, Joey. Thank you, dude.
Hit more to the side. Aim more for the hood. Yes, messed up. Look at that.
Thanks for helping.
Get up.
Hey, what's up?
Where you going?
Down to the DMV and going to sleep then in the back.
So, let's go to the bank first. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Okay, coming.
Wait, what do you need, Dylan? Go.
Where are we going?
I don't know. I think we're going to the bank.
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Bingo. Alrighty, guys. So guess what? Day 2 training, day 4 training. I believe.
User joined your channel. User left your channel. Channel switched.